Hey family, how you doing? This is Dr. Dean. I'm a chiropractic physician and an expert in clinical nutrition and functional medicine. And today's OptiHealth 365 tip is to help you optimize your mind and brain so you can achieve optimal health that lasts a lifetime. And today we're going to talk about sugar and the effect that sugar has on the body and when it comes to the disease process that we're dealing with on a daily basis, like diabetes, leaky gut, arthritis, and other chronic diseases. So normally when we eat sugar in moderation, that comes from good quality nutrient-dense foods like vegetables, proteins, and fruits. Normally when we eat these sugars, our body turns into glucose. Our body releases insulin to drive that glucose into the cells, and then our body uses the glucose for energy when we're using our brain, when we're moving, when we exercise, when we doing our daily activities. So normally our blood sugar stays nice and level throughout the day when we're eating sugar, and our glucose level stays pretty level throughout the day when we're eating sugar in moderation. The problem is when we eat sugar in excess, which causes our glucose level to spike, then a drop, especially it drops quick when we eat the simple processed sugars like the cookies, the cakes, the candies, even the hidden sugars and salad dressings and tomato sauce and all that stuff. So it causes our blood sugar to go and drop, and then when the blood sugar goes up, the body releases insulin to drive that glucose level down. Then again we eat more sugar, then go down, up, down, up, down. Then our bodies continue to release the insulin to try to keep that glucose level under control and to drive that glucose into the cells so we can use that energy for energy. The problem is that when we have excess glucose in the body is no longer able to control the glucose level. Then it gets exhausted, and that's when we lead to insulin resistance. And when we have insulin resistance, the body starts to, instead of driving that glucose into the cells, it starts to store it as fat. And a lot of times it's stored as abdominal fat and visceral fat. And the visceral fat is the fat that's around our hearts, our liver, and kidneys and other organs. So when we have excess glucose in the body, our body starts to store that as fat. The problem is this fat starts to release pro-inflammatory hormones and proteins that causes inflammation in the body. And also eating the excess fat causes inflammation in the gut. And when the gut is chronically inflamed, then that's when we start to lead to leaky gut and other gut issues like leaky gut and Crohn's disease and other gut issues. And also when we have inflammation in the gut, that's going to lead to neuroinflammation, and that's inflammation in the brain, because there's a strong connection between the brain and the gut. So when the gut's inflamed, the brain's inflamed, and when the brain's inflamed, that's when you start to feel foggy brain and not thinking correctly. You're moody, you're agitated easily. And also if you have that chronic inflammation, that starts to lead to our other chronic diseases of the brain. That's Alzheimer's and diseases like that. And that's why they starting to label Alzheimer's the type 3 diabetes, because of the connection between the chronic inflammation due to the chronic excess sugar and glucose levels in our body. So in a nutshell, without getting all scientific, that's what happens when we eat excess sugar, and it just wreaks havoc on our body. Our glucose levels is all out of whack, which leads to our insulin levels not being able to go through its natural process of controlling our blood glucose and driving it into cells and using it as energy. It just gets exhausted, and then leads to insulin resistance. So you want to start to take steps to be mindful of what you're eating, because there's a lot of sugar in what we eat. So if your diet contains if you're eating mostly fast foods, processed foods, bottled foods, canned foods, there's a lot of hidden sugars in that. Like our salad dressings, like I said, has a lot of hidden sugars in it. Our tomato sauce has a lot of hidden sugar. There's more sugar in our servings per serving of tomato sauce than there is in 2 Oreo cookies. So you don't just get the sugars from the candies and the cookies. There's a lot of it is in the other products that we think are that we eat and that are healthy for us, and it has a lot of hidden sugars in it, like the salad dressings and the tomato sauce. So you want to be mindful of the hidden sugars that we're eating, and just look at the labels. Just look at what you're eating, because like I said in previous videos, food is either going to heal us, give us energy, or it's going to lead to inflammation, disease, and death. So so when you're eating, you want to eat to live, not live to eat. So you want to be mindful of what you're eating, and eat to live, and eat to be vibrant, and live your best life, because that's what we're here for, to live our best life. And it starts by what we're eating. So you want to be mindful of what you're eating, be mindful of the sugar that you're taking in, because the more sugar you take in, the more inflammation in your body, the more inflammation, especially chronic inflammation, will lead to chronic diseases like diabetes, obesity, leaky gut, Alzheimer's. All of those can be controlled by what we're eating, and we are the first healers when it comes to our bodies. So you have to start to take control of your health and be the doctor, be the healer of your body by what you're thinking and what you're eating, and the actions you're taking on a daily basis to be healthy. Because everything we do leads to, our quality of life. So just start to eat quality foods, nutrient-dense proteins, nutrient-dense carbohydrates. Most of them should be vegetables, fruits in moderation, good quality fats, the avocados, extra virgin olive oil, nuts and seeds. So you want to eat nutrient-dense foods, and when you eat those foods, you'll feel a difference. Your mind will be clearer, you have more energy, and you'll be on your A game. So just start to take this little steps to start to be mindful of what you're eating. And if you need help in any way, that's why we're here. That's why we created the OptiHealth 365, because we saw a need that needed to be filled, and that's why we're here, to help you to live your best life, to optimize your mind and brain so you can achieve optimal health that lasts a lifetime. So if you need help, just click the link below. We offer 30-minute consults, no cost to you, no pressure. You can just set up a time, sit down and talk with me, see if I could be of service to you, see if the OptiHealth 365 is a good fit for you. If it is, boom, I'd be excited. If not, we'll direct you to doctors or wherever else we think will be a better fit for you. All right, so our goal is to get you thinking better so you can start to live better, feel better, and look better, and just live your best life. That's what life's about. All right, I hope this was helpful. Hope you got something out of it, and if you need help, don't hesitate. Click the link below. Sit down, we'll talk, see if we can be of service to you so you can live your best life. All right, stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed.